Welcome back to our series of OPMM A event previews. This month I'm joined by Alan McCafferty, Director of Cybersecurity at the Professional Development Institute, University of Ottawa. At PDI, Alan has been scaling advanced cybersecurity and AI risk intelligence initiatives in partnership with industry. Alan brings first-hand experience in navigating global markets, sovereignty requirements, and shifting procurement landscapes. While he draws extensively on his work in cybersecurity, his experience goes well beyond this. And that's what makes this conversation relevant to every product and service business in Canada today. Hosted by PDI, this will be a fireside chat with active audience participation. Together, we will unpack what it really takes to scale and succeed when the old playbook is no longer valid. Welcome, Alan. Right, so question one. About 6 years ago, the University of Ottawa, the PDI, the Professional Development Institute, was virtually unknown in the cybersecurity training space. What was the moment you realized you were entering a market that was already fully served?
The short answer, Andrew, is the first minute I walked through the doors. I went to the Professional Development Institute. I met the executive director, and the first meeting I had with him, his question to me was, we need something with regards to cybersecurity professional development. And in our very first meeting, I actually asked him, and it's like, you understand that this is a saturated market? It's like, you understand that you are probably one of the latest people getting into this space. U of T, Waterloo, UNB, SAIT, BCIT, they all have programs, not including all of your commercial private programs and associations. Why would you want to do this?
Okay, interesting. So,
yeah.
So despite all of that, I mean, so I guess you must have had some conversations as to what your USP or unique selling proposition would be.
Yeah, that was one of the first things, and we spent about 3 months going back and forth with the executive director, Serge Blais, with his executive team. We had people on the executive team. We went back and forth. We looked at the unique selling proposition, and we looked at the positioning, where they would be in the market. Where was the opening? Was there a niche? Would we just be another one that we would put there? And one of the things that we discovered early on in that initial market research was that there was a big lack of, think of them as technology managers as opposed to technologists. There was a lot of technical training at that time, and there still is, on, and I always like to say, how to program a firewall. There's a lot of expertise there. There is more expertise at the executive level, at the CISO and the CIO level. There's always developing that. But in the middle, between those core technologies up to that executive suite, there was a big lack of professional development in that area, and people were left on their own to figure that out. And that became our position right there. And so,
Okay.
So our focus became, from that day, after the first few months, our focus became, we would become the centerpiece, or what we call the glue, that ties the technology people into the business relationships for the executive suite.
Okay, cool. So classic marketing then. So you identified a niche, you segmented the market and found somewhere where you could actually dominate.
Yeah. And so we launched, our first program was in information and security management. We had 3 courses. The 3 grew to 9. Now we have a catalog of 24 courses and a full program. And those 24 courses vary from highly technical skills, even though you're still not programming a firewall, but highly technical skills, up to high level of business skills, but you're not becoming a CFO or an auditor or something along those lines. But about 24 courses now in the entire program.
Okay, cool. That's quite a step up.